So jealous. I'm so jealous. We have a very special guest with us tonight. Everyone joining us from the East Coast, I think from New Jersey. Please, warm welcome to the Senior Vice President of Vital Health America, Mr. Michael Bengivenga. Hi, Michael. How are you?
Good. How you doing, guys? Glad to be on with you.
It's very, very good to have you on this call. Michael will talk about Acai Plus because Michael is the Vice President of Vital Health America and he is also a formulator, and we'll come back to that. So, Oscar, you have the first question.
Well, I love America, so of course I want to know where you're from, Michael.
I've been born and raised in New Jersey my whole life. I've been here, and so I actually our business is up in northern New Jersey. We're probably about 20 minutes west of New York City, but I live down in south central part of New Jersey. So I do a lot of traveling back and forth. Gives me a lot of time to talk on the phone and think.
So what's your
Great,
background, Michael? And tell us a little bit about Vital Health America also.
I have been in this industry for 33, going on 34 years now. I have been everything from salesman to formulator to pretty much anything under the sun. I've been involved in every aspect from marketing. The formulas is really where I love to be because you get to create things. You get to put things together as things you would want to take, not just what is out there or matching somebody else's product. So that's the part I really enjoy the most. I do get involved in the sales side of it and the marketing side of it to help customers get to where they're looking to go, whether it be internet sales, whether it be store sales, which aren't as big as much anymore. Amazon, we've been across the whole gamut on that bit.
So when we started talking about making our first proprietary products, wellness products, we were thinking of the benefits it should add, right? But we then needed the very best formulator to do that for us because we're not the specialists. So what exactly is a formulator, Michael?
Well, basically, from my point of view, and I believe I'm a little more unique than the average person out there. A lot of people will find a product, copy it, maybe try and improve on it. I like to develop them from the ground up. I will look at the ingredients that we're talking about putting in, the reason we're putting them in. Then I will look back at what works with other items and doesn't just duplicate the same process. Then look also at what is I'll call it the negative feedback of it. So certain ingredients will give you a certain boost, but then your body turns around and tries to stop that boost from overdoing it. So if you want to increase something, let's say energy, for example, you want to increase energy, your body's going to allow so much of it there, and then it's going to be called the negative feedback. Going to stop it because it feels like you're getting too much. I also look to, in certain aspects, you look to control that so you're not shutting everything down or losing or crashing, like an energy crash. A lot of, let's say, energy drink, think that there's a lot of sugar in them. You'll get a bump up and then you'll crash down. You have to take all that into consideration to formulate correctly. And then you got to put all the right stuff together that will enhance and improve on that. And in our case, with this type of product, we looked at doing multiple factors in one product instead of having to take, this may take 5, 6, 7 products to do what we're doing in one single product.
So is that what makes this product special compared to I would imagine, hundreds of other products that you've taken to the market and helped to develop?
Yeah, this product is definitely unique. We did look at every aspect. Not only we're putting top of the line, patented, clinically researched ingredients in this thing, we're also hitting a lot of different factors. This thing can cover many aspects of just general health, anti-inflammatory, the inflammation process. We're looking to hit all of these things in one specific item, and every ingredient that we utilize in this product has either it's patented, it's clinical research behind it. everything is standardized for specific levels of active ingredients instead of just using powders or juices or things that you'll find in many of the competitive type products.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm reading a lot about the health right now, and there's lots of varieties about you have to eat 7 fruits every day, you have to eat vegetables, the berries, the herbs, and I mean, all of these products, all of those ingredients, you can get now in this little stick pack. How did you accomplish that? You get all those fruits. You don't need to eat them all during the day. You just take that stick pack, and you're there. How can you do that?
We a lot of it's the processed product. So like the acai, for example, that's freeze dried acai. So basically, you're taking all the water, all of the fluids out of the product. You're drying it. Freeze drying make sure everything that's in there stays in there. All the activity levels are there. A lot of the ingredients that we use in our blend they're standardized for specific levels of polyphenols or anthocyanins and all these other compounds that are the healthy parts of why you take the fruits and vegetables. The fiber part is all good in there. There's a little bit of fiber in here. It's not like eating 20, let's say, apples as far as the fiber content, but all the health benefits that you get from the vitamins, the minerals, all of the different compounds that are in there, those are in this product. So that's it, and it's basically putting that right combination together. We do have specific blends. We have higher levels of antioxidants than you'll find in a lot of things, just because we put those in these blends specific to this product. And then the kicker, which I think is one of the biggest things, is we used a joint product. I'll call it a joint product for lack of a better term. It's really an anti-inflammatory product that is possibly the best one on the market. It's got 34 patents. It's been available, and I don't know why people don't use it, quite honestly, because it's fantastic. Works within 3 days. They've done 3-day studies, 7-day studies, 5-day studies, as well as long-term studies on safety, efficacy. They've covered every aspect. This product is phenomenal. And to me, that's going to set this thing apart from anything else. I mean, you couldn't even look at a thing like glucosamine, for example. That takes 60 days before it even starts. This works in 3 days.
Wow.
So that'll tell you a little bit how much better we made this product.
Yeah.
And you talk a lot about
fantastic.
these ingredients. How many ingredients are actually in this Acai Plus?
There is approximately 40 ingredients in this entire the one, the Univestin, which is I'll say the anti-inflammatory joint product. That's one specific product. And one of the things like that we do is we don't hide behind the levels. A lot of people will make a giant blend up, not tell you what they're putting in there. Univestin is very specific. We have to use a specific amount. We put that in there. The blends themselves, yes, they are I'll call it a proprietary blend, but we did use the right levels of everything in there to get us the activity. We don't want people making this thing and knocking us off very easily. We want them to work hard to try and match us. So the amount of ingredients, there's probably about 40 total ingredients. We have them basically put together in blends. So one of the things that we find it's hard is we got to make sure every ingredient tests out, every ingredient meets the requirements necessary in order to make these blends as good as they are. And if something for some reason doesn't test out, it gets rejected and we get another batch in. We won't just let it roll. We don't play that game where we got to rush it out the door. We'd rather make things right because we have to stand behind this.
Very, very interesting. I have another question, actually. So the ingredients, you've talked a lot about the ingredients and premium quality. I guess that a lot of companies, they say that their ingredients are of premium quality, but what does it actually mean? I mean,
I laugh a little bit because I agree. Everybody says they have the top ingredients. They have to me, it's about testing. It's about testing the ingredients, first of all, making sure the activity level is where it's supposed to be. If there's supposed to be 20% polyphenol in this grape extract, it better be there. Otherwise, I agree We reject it. We test everything. When it comes to quality of the ingredients, that's one aspect of it. The other thing is we need to make sure that I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. we we have this. We actually test the ingredients. We test the product. Again, the research behind it, actual clinical research, not something that somebody did somewhere along the way. It's obscure internet research. Like I said, Univestin is a perfect example. That's got 34 U.S. and international patents on it. It's got many clinical research studies. Probably, I'm trying to remember what time I have, but it's probably at least 10 studies specific to Univestin by itself, not mixed with anything, just the one ingredient. That's one aspect. We have things like quercetin in this product. Quercetin is it's really come to light more since COVID as this great compound. It helps to enhance the absorption of other nutrients as well as be a super antioxidant. So things like this, yeah, and you have to test those things to make sure they test out. First of all, that's number one. Second of all, does the research back up the claims you want to make on it or the reasoning you're putting it into the product? What we did here is we made sure everything matches that. A lot of people will just buy a blend of fruits and vegetables. They'll throw it in, tell you all this great thing. Look at all these fruits and veggies. I've got 17 of them in here. They're just powders. They're not standardized. They're not specific compounds of the fruits and vegetables. And that's where we set ourselves apart.
I think that a lot of our customers, they've tried similar products. You mentioned this before, and I think that Oscar mentioned it too. That comes in so-called health juices. Is there anything you would like to point out with the Acai Plus if you compare it to these traditional health juices? You mentioned sugar and stuff like that.
When you get a juice, and let's say it's a dry juice, for example, they would take out the water. They don't take out the sugar. They don't the fiber or anything else that would be in there. And the fiber is probably not in the juice anyway. Most of the juices, unless you're using an actual juicer to make the product, you're not getting the fiber part of it. That's all stripped out. It's just the liquid juice that comes out of it. So you got sugar and you have some positive benefits to it and a lot of BS. You got a lot of sugars that would say we don't use a bunch of juices. We use actual fruits, and we want to use the entire fruit. Like say it's grape, you may have seed and skin and the whole grape itself. So basically you're taking the entire, you're drying it, you're processing it, you're making it into a powder. That gives you the seeds, it gives you the flesh, every aspect of that. Most things will be, we use grape juice. Well, that's just a crushed up. That's not the seeds, which have their own benefit. It's not the skins that's stripped off. It's just the flesh made into a juice. So that's really, I'm going to say, more of a gimmick than it is an actual benefit. Most of these things, you want the entire compound. You want the entire plant, the entire fruit to be used because you will get better benefits all around by doing that. And that's where we actually, we took our stuff that direction. We know what we're looking for. We don't want to just pick and choose little bits and pieces or take grape skin and grape seed when we could put the entire thing in there. Now, some things will be listed that way because you might get a little extra benefit from a grape seed that you want to put an extra boost in there over just a whole grape or something. You want to pick up a little more of the polyphenols that are in the grape seeds. So you put an extra boost in there to help boost that up and get better immunity benefits and things like that. One of the things that I don't think we've even mentioned, but I thought of this as we've been putting this together, is a lot of people don't realize we have the immune support, we have the anti-inflammatory part of it, we have the joint health, we have all those aspects. I wouldn't be surprised if people who utilize this product will even see some weight loss because the polyphenols are utilized in a lot of weight loss research. And you see there's benefits to getting whole fruits and vegetables in a weight loss diet, but it's actually the polyphenols and the active compounds that are in the product that enhance the weight loss. So if you're on a diet, I'm sure you'll get better benefits. and you may just lose weight just by taking this product. I'm not going to say you're going to lose a ton, but it will help you and it will benefit you further.
Is that a hint to me, Michael, or is it I need to lose weight?
Losing a ton.
Start drinking it.
I will.
So, Michael, we started this process already. You remember in Las Vegas when we launched the company last of July, and I think we started the pre-orders, the pre-orders in October, and I mean it's been crazy. It's the best-selling product we have. It's selling as much as all the other products we have together. So it's very, very much asked for. And of course, everybody's now waiting for, I mean, putting all those 30, 40 ingredients together. Yes, we have had some bumps in the road, right? Because we said somewhere in the middle of December we should in the shipped, so to say. So where are we now about that?
We're actually, everything is coming in. Everything is basically in. Now we have a few things we need to do. We need to collect it all, blend it all. Then we have to agglomerate the product. So that's for two reasons. We're agglomerating the product, which means making bigger particle sizes. So when water hits it, it has more area to cover it, get it into solution. Also, because these are in stick packs, you need it to flow well. So when you tear your stick pack open, you need to pour out and be very easy. You don't want powder stuck in your pouch. That's also would waste, but it also for filling in the machines aspect. So we have it's going to dissolve better in solution, go into solution much better, and also going to flow for a machine and out of the stick packs themselves. Then, but we're anticipating right now, based on where we sit today, we're going to look at the end of December. It looks like we may get our first round out. Worst case scenario might be in the very beginning of 2024, so January. But right now we're anticipating the end of December to have it at your warehouses.
So I mean, in the worst case, we can have a really good start of 2024 with it. That's the worst case, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, how has it been to source 40 products? This product contains 40 ingredients. How do you even coordinate that?
Thank God it's not my job.
Okay. we have a lot of people. Right? So you're just
exactly. I put it together. Let somebody else figure it out. It's like the engineer. Okay. We will. We have people that do specific just that. We have great suppliers that we deal with. They have been on red alert for this product because we knew the urgency of getting this thing done and getting in your hands. So we have people working all the time on this. Everybody's on high alert as soon as they get their process. As soon as we get the blends, it's going to go right up to the guy who does our processing for us, does the agglomeration. He's going to try and get in immediately, get it done. Then we go right from there. We're going right to the filling of the stick packs. So it's really, we need everything to work out perfectly. But right now we're trying to stay ahead of it, get everything ahead of time. So as soon as we get it there, it's ready to go to the next step. Done, processed, moved on. That's the way we're going to approach it this time. And then, like I said, now we'll be ahead of ourselves. So once we get that first one out the door, there's a setup. It was the first time doing this particular product. Pulling it all together, like you said, that is a chore. Getting all these ingredients, they're all over the world that they come from, and putting that all together into this one product definitely took some work. But now we know where we're at. We'll be a step ahead of it, and we'll always try and be prepared to turn it much faster. We won't have these delays.
Right, and I think that it's worth mentioning that we have not compromised when it comes to any ingredient. We're sticking to the plan. It's going to be exactly what we have promised, and we're not changing any formulas or any ingredients of any kind, which is one of the reasons why it's 1 or 2 weeks delay. But I think it's worth waiting for. Thank you.
It definitely will be.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Michael, for coming on the show. I think that our members were looking forward to this meeting and this explanation and this fantastic review of Acai Plus. Anything else that you would like to add, Oscar or Michael?
No, I mean, thanks very much, Michael, for this cooperation so far. It's been fantastic to work with you, and I think we have the stellar product, the best product out there of its kind, with all those 40 ingredients that is focusing on immune support, anti-inflammatory, joint health, and healthy aging overall, right? Yeah. With ergothionein in the univestin, it's for healthy aging as well.
I think I'm excited to see people's responses. I'm excited to see people utilize it, get the results, and then that's really what it speaks for. Because then you get people are going to go crazy for this because it does work as promoted. It's going to do exactly what we say, and they're going to get results, which is the fun part. That's really what I like doing this thing for, because this gives me, if I can make things that make results, that's exactly why I do this.
Yeah, and also I think one of the big points here is that eating the fruits, all those berries, all those herbs. I mean, fruits are good, right? But it's quite cumbersome to eat all those things every day. But with this thick pack, it's all there.
Yeah.
And I think we recommend 1 serving or 2 servings, even if you have especially joint health problems, you should have 2 servings with the univestin, right?
It should be a 2 serving. I would always say do 2 servings a day personally, because I don't think you can get too much. You don't need any more than that. That will give you the full benefit of everything. But if I end up drinking 4 because I love the taste of it, I'd have no problem drinking, and I know nothing bad will ever happen from that. I'll just get more in it. It may, who knows? Sky's the limit. I'm concerned. This stuff is that good.
There is actually one more thing. You can actually blend this stick pack. You can pour it into anything: water, juice, or how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, we make it for water, which would give us the most pure taste of. You want to put it into a juice, that's fine. You want to stir it into oatmeal. You want to put it in your smoothie as an extra boost for your smoothie. Anything is possible. This should go everything very easily. You can stir it into yogurt if you wanted to put it, change the flavor. You use a vanilla yogurt, pour this in and stir it in. The only thing is that I look at, from being someone who's been in sports nutrition a lot of my career, we always look at the sugars. We look at the carbohydrates. So if I don't want those, I'm going straight water. If I don't mind it, I take it post-workout or something where I want some carbohydrate, want this boost, I can put it into pretty much anything I want to at that point.
Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Oscar. So we're looking forward now to the launch of Acai. Not long to go, guys. Thank you.
No, great.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.